Good evening, everyone. We are here tonight at Hex Stadium for the Atlantic Conference Championship against the Chicago Ghosts and the New Orleans Voodoo. I'm Ryan Roosevelt.
And I'm Colin Pierce. This is going to be a good one, I think, Ryan.
It is thankfully with clear skies compared to last week, or the game 2 days ago, rather, for the Pacific Championship. We're here real quick with the owners of the teams, also our commissioners for the league, Logan and Joel. And we just want to see, Logan, for the Ghosts, what is the strategy this evening?
Get the run game going early, get the ball to Claude Owens as much as we can, and beat the Voodoo.
All right, thank you. And Joel, same question to you for the Voodoo. What do you need to do to get things going tonight?
It's going to be the complete opposite. We need to shut down Claude Owens. If we can shut down the running game, I'm not worried about their pass. If we can do that, this will be an easy win.
All right, thank you guys for being with us. Let's see what the coin toss looks like.
We'll see you guys on the field.
Yeah, all right, so the Ghosts are set to receive, and that means the Voodoo will be defending the North Goal.
Ryan, I'm really excited about this game. Like the commissioners said, these are two complete different gameplays. This is going to be fun to watch.
Like you said earlier, Colin, it's yin and yang, and I think that we have a run game defense or run game offense versus a very passing heavy offense, and defenses to match up against that on the opposite side of the field. So we'll see what we can do here.
That's okay. That's okay. We're going to get it going. Can the crowd still hear us? Wonderful. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Well, if you guys are looking for something to do next Tuesday evening, we're going to have a new podcast out with the winners of the conference titles here. And
we already know we're going to have Jake from the Green Bay Wolfpack with us, and we'll see who we have join us tonight after this game concludes. So let's see how things go here. Now we are officially underway at Hex Stadium, and let's go to the field and see what we do with the coin toss now that we are in the right.
This could change everything.
Yeah.
This is what you call the butterfly effect.
Sometimes you just get thrown a curveball and you just gotta go with it, and this is where we're at. So thank you to Joel for realizing that we were not calling the right game.
I had to realize that quickly, so I appreciate you guys.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad we were in the second quarter. That would have been bad. So here we are. We're going out ready for the second coin toss of this evening, and hopefully the last.
It looks like Scott Stover's on the field tonight here as captain.
Hey, Scott Stover, hopefully you're out there tonight. Say something in the chat if you are. And we have heads. Voodoo's receiving.
Wow.
This is changing things up. Ghost defending the North Goal.
This might change the game completely.
Flipping things on its head from what we originally had seen. So
some people are already calling collusion here.
Collusion, I know. Yeah, that orc face definitely says it all. The Ghosts to kick off here to New Orleans. And we are underway tonight. All right, that was a kick to the 15-yard line. We're up here around the 31 to start for New Orleans.
That's a decent kick return to start off this game.
Yeah, it just looked like, number 11 there, just running it back, getting there before the Ghosts even really had the chance to process it. So we'll see what they can do here on offense.
Number 11 is Kevin Vance, their gold-tiered wide receiver.
All right, so Jake Lesnar under center. All right, first play reception for the Voodoo. Not surprising here, Colin, that they're going to the air. You know it.
Absolutely not. They may not be going to the air as much as Green Bay did during their game, but they're definitely going to favor the pass.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some passing here on the New Orleans side of the ball. All right, so we're at 2nd and 6.
Got a split back formation.
Interesting. Maybe they'll run it.
They got a lead blocker. Yes.
Catching Chicago by surprise, getting a good 5 yards, setting up a very, very manageable 3rd and 1.
And that was a surprising run.
Absolutely.
I think the Ghosts were expecting another pass there, and they used that second halfback as a blocker and got some good yardage.
That's exactly what they need to do. Chicago is definitely preparing for the passing game here. And again, with the run for a significant gain, at least another 5 to 6 yards. 1st and 10.
And I believe that's their silver halfback, Omar Diamond III.
Yeah, I'd have to say, judging by that play, I'd say the past 2 runs were Omar Diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Oh, a little Rihanna quote. I know you really do like Rihanna, Colin. And we're going back to the air. That is not surprising. This has been a consistent drive so far from the Voodoo.
I am not sure how Kevin Vance pulled that one down out of double coverage. I thought for sure that was getting deflected.
That's why he is a gold receiver. He has the hands, he has the route running. He is definitely their go-to guy on the passing game here.
Looks like an off-tackle run. Yeah, bumped it outside.
Great 6-yard run. And that, again, is Omar Diamond.
The Ghosts need to get some pressure there, because if they allow the Voodoo to run like this when they're so pass-heavy and so strong in the passing game, they're successful on the run as well starting out here. So they're starting off pretty hot.
They are really just, they are just a double threat at this point, and we'll see what the Ghosts can do to challenge them. Another completed pass from Lesnar to, who is that there?
He's happy about it. He's shimmying. He's a shimmying.
Formerly of Drake and Josh on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that's
put it to a wide receiver for the New Orleans Voodoo.
That is bringing back memories.
Good for him.
I will say the Ghosts did get a little bit of pressure on the quarterback there. Just a little bit more time, and that would have been a sack.
It is a good start. I think any pressure is definitely better than what's been going on. So that's another 4-yard gain here by the Voodoo. Consistent moving the ball down the field. They're prepared for this first drive. They're looking to get 7 on the board. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're having no problem moving the ball. They're pretty much doing whatever they want at this point.
Well, a lot of game left to be played here. Still about 8 minutes left in the first quarter. So we'll see. Chicago, by no means can we count them out. They just need to get some traction here on defense. Another run play. And that's a stop for a loss.
That's a way to start. So
there we go.
Hopefully that'll give them some momentum.
Defense showing up. Number 42.
Third and 7.
That was a good stop by the Ghost, getting some pressure in there, expecting that off-tackle run. It looks like they're expecting a pass here, and it was. Did he make that catch? No.
That's just up 4th and 7. Should be in field goal range here, Colin, I would think. That's going to bring Lyle Martin onto
I'm not
field.
sure what their kicker looks like. I've not really paid attention to his stats. This is a generic kicker, so we'll see what he's got.
Martin. So this is a toss-up here. Looking at about a
Lyle Martin out of Wichita, Kansas.
40-yard field goal, 39-yard field goal here. We'll see how they can do. And the kick is up. And it's good. We got our first points on the board for New Orleans.
Nothing wrong with that, and he's making snow angels on the field.
Oh, nothing like some good snow angels. We saw some of those Wednesday night, Colin, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
All right. So we got 3-0 Voodoo as they set up to kick off to Chicago. Let's see what Chicago can do here on their first drive of the game. Hopefully they can match the intensity that New Orleans brought.
Yeah, I think the Ghosts got a little bit of a break here, only giving up 3 points and a field goal. It could have been worse.
Defense, they dug in. They started to figure things out as the Voodoo moved down the field.
We've got a great return. Yes.
Amazing.
Who
That's
is that man
Sean
of a giant?
Foster. That is Drayshawn Foster, number 0, actually. The
Wow.
absence of numbers. And that is their gold wide receiver.
I
And he's
wish.
showing
Whew.
everybody why he is a gold wide receiver. That
I
return
wish. Yeah, I had
was a
some.
great momentum shifter for Chicago.
That's a tall man. I don't see his demographics here, but
He's a big guy. I think they keep him hidden for good reason, Colin. He is a tank.
Ghost starting out in shotgun.
And that's a lateral out to okay. And we got about what 8 yards on that play. That was a good pass to number 34, Taverson McCauley Shills. There,
the second.
Sorry, I missed that. I missed that one there. That was a great run.
Did a
there.
great job with the spin move, getting some yak.
Absolutely.
Did he get that first down, Ryan? It looks like he did.
All right, guys, well, we're going to have to go to commercial break real quick here. We'll be back in just a few seconds. And we're back. That commercial break was brought to you by Jambalaya. Okay, and we got a 2-yard run here. 2nd and 8 for Chicago. Sorry about that, folks. Sometimes there are technical difficulties, and we have to put in a commercial, and the commercial does not exist. So, here we are back in the game. Chicago set up for a 2nd and 8, empty back formation.
This is interesting coming from the Ghosts.
Let's see what they can do here.
That was a dangerous pass.
I'll tell you what, Julio Reyes was very, very lucky to not get that picked off there, Colin.
Wow.
Bob Dover with the close interception. Just couldn't quite get his hands around the ball.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't really have the focus there. Must have been nervous about this being the championship game because that looked like an easy pick to me.
Some early game jitters, that's nothing to be upset about. It happens, especially for guys who it might be their first championship or, conference championship.
I remember my first time.
Do you?
Not really.
How was it last week?
Quick.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, and there's a flag on the field. Looks like he just about got to that first down marker. We'll have to see what R62 here has to say about this penalty.
Yeah, I think that was Anthony Mosley with his first catch of the game.
So it's a face mask.
Catch.
Face mask on the offense? Is that right? Incidental face mask, yeah, on the offense.
Wow.
Looks like that's going to be back. Oh, I'm sorry, the face mask on the defense.
Yes, that was definitely, that was on the Voodoo.
I just realized which way we were going here. So that leads to a 1st and 10 on the 29-30-yard line of the Voodoo.
Going for another pass.
Oh, and he did not get that pass off for number 96 for the Voodoo. That is
maybe 96. Who is 96?
96.
Mike Ripley.
There we go.
Gold defensive end.
Takes down Julio Reyes.
Nickname Black and Blue.
Oh, yeah, I'd say that's fitting. Reyes gets the ball off.
Wide open.
Oh my gosh.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Dude, Troy McGuire, number 84. Amazing play calling here for the
I think
Chicago Bears.
Chicago surprised everybody with that deep pass.
No one expects them to pass like that. That is changing up what everyone expects from that play calling.
Absolutely.
And we got ourselves a 6-3 ball game here. Let's see if number 6 Nicholas McBride can get it through the uprights for the extra point.
Yeah, and this is just showing so far, Ryan, the preparation that these coaches have done for this game.
It's psychological, Colin. Like, you expect everything on paper to be the opposite of what's going on right now. The spooky ghosts sneaking up and scaring the heck out of people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The extra point.
And that's good. 7-3 Chicago. Let's see if the Voodoo can keep that momentum they had with that first drive. Chicago getting ready to kick off to the Voodoo. Let's see what kind of run back we can get here. So far, 2 really, really good returns on kickoffs. You know it.
I've been impressed. This is not at all what I expected.
This could be a shootout tonight. The way these offenses are moving the ball. And here we go.
Another fantastic return.
43-yard line. That is number 11, Kevin Vance. Vance Refrigeration. Bringing the ball back.
It looks like both teams use their gold wide receiver as the kick returners here.
Absolutely. And you can see why, Colin. It makes, I'm sure, a lot of a difference. Let's see what New Orleans can do here on this second drive. After that first set of play calling, I have a lot of faith in New Orleans moving the ball down the field again. We'll see if the Ghosts can stop them.
Yeah, let's see what happens here in this offside eye.
You got a lateral
Didn't
pass.
see anything downfield. Had to resort to the dump pass.
Got about 6 yards on that. Not terrible.
Absolutely.
That's Omar Diamond again. So we'll see if they could just get this chunk yardage, keep themselves moving down the field. This is going to get them into the end zone ultimately.
Second and 3. Ball at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, you can't complain with 6 yards.
Yeah, that's definitely second and manageable, and if you can get yourself to third and manageable, that's even better. We got a penalty on the play already. We got an offsides call here on the defense. Scott Stover with the tackle.
Scott Stover, what a guy!
What a guy! I don't know. I haven't heard from him this evening, but I hope he is doing well. But that call was also against him. It's a neutral zone infraction. So we're looking at a automatic first down.
What a jerk.
Yeah, Scott Stover. Great guy. What a jerk. And of course, we're talking about the player, not the real person.
46-yard line.
Sure.
Wow, those are some strong words in the chat about Scott Stover. Don't know if we
the
can support
commissioner.
that. And once again, we have to say, as we did in the podcast, and that's a sack. Wow. Well
Great
done,
pressure by Chicago.
But I have to say, back as in the podcast last week, we said that, we do not necessarily, represent, or the comments made about Scott Stover don't represent that of Colin and Brian and the WFAN. So,
can somebody please tell me how you pronounce the last name of the guy who made that sack? Because I'm not even going to try that on here.
Nope, I can't. Jake Lesnar back, and it's intercepted. Oh my goodness. And that is number 21 for Chicago, Zion Gilbert. Amazing read of this play and a return on top of it. Oh,
this
my
Chicago
God.
defense is doing exactly what they need to do, stopping the Voodoo at what they do best.
This
pass.
is a completely different Chicago defense than we saw in that first drive, Colin. You know it. They made the stop for the field goal, but they came out to play this second drive. Let's see what Chicago's offense can do here now. They got the ball back. Close to half field. Another run play for Chicago. Here we go.
Not sure what the penalty is.
Maybe some offensive holding. I
That's
don't
kind of what
know.
I'm thinking.
I didn't see anybody jump off sides.
Clipping, number 81, offense.
What's it?
I don't even know what that sign is.
Clipping on the offense. Okay.
Was that Scott Stover again?
I don't think that was Scott Stover, Colin. So that's going to put him back 10 yards. That's 1st and 21.
They are
All right,
spread out
Reyes.
wide, baby.
Ray is back alone in the backfield here, looking to pass.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Loss of 2. We're now looking at 2nd and 23. I hope to goodness, Colin, they have a great passing play coming up here to gain that tremendous amount of yardage. They're going to need to at least get 18 to set them up for 3rd and manageable. And I don't know.
That's just not what you typically see from Julio. He barely looked downfield.
I know. You think he would try to at least get that ball close to somebody to get it away from him. Oh, and we have an incompletion here. We're looking at 3rd and 23, Colin. They're going to have to, knowing Chicago,
they're going to have to go deep.
Really need to go deep here. And that's not something that they typically are known for, but we will see what they can do. There's no hold back now in the Atlantic Conference Championship.
Really missing out on an opportunity with that interception to get some points on the board. They just kind of fallen apart this drive.
They've gone backwards, and that's just something, it's the name of the game sometimes. So there's plenty of time left. We're not even through the first quarter yet. Ray is sacked for a loss of 6. He's
definitely felt the pressure on that one. 78 is not a little guy. That was Malachi Fist. Whoo!
And you can tell why they call him the Fist, Colin.
That Amish boy can hit.
He wrecked him. That's right. That is a big dude.
Wrecked him? I hardly knew him.
That's not the joke, Colin, but we'll move on. 4th and 29, and we have a punt from Chicago here. Looking like it's going to already set New Orleans up for some great field position here around the 36-yard line. And we have a 1st and 10 for the New Orleans Voodoo offense.
Yeah, New Orleans did a good job on defense there. Provided great pressure and really had the best outcome they could, considering they threw that interception.
That is right. That is the best they could have hoped for. They got very, very lucky here, or they were just doing a great job on defense. I think it's a toss up there.
Looking at a heavy set formation here.
Heavy set formation, and then we got a run. Wow, that is a good 10 yards.
I'm going to say something my dad said several times on the football field. That hole was big enough I could have driven my car through it, Ryan.
Well, your dad knows cars and he knows football, so I'd have to agree. And once again, that's Omar Diamond with the 10-yard run right up the gut.
Yeah, I think Omar Diamond could have danced through that hole. It wasn't closing down anytime soon. Looks like we're calling an audible here.
Looks like we have an empty backfield, too.
Jake's seeing something he likes. Going to try to take advantage of it.
Oh, and he really did take advantage of that. That's a great play for about,
I thought he almost threw it to that referee.
That is number 86, MJ Thomas. Their wide receiver, too. Silver wide receiver.
MJ Thomas having a great season this year. Rumor has it he's upgrading to gold.
Well, let's hope so, Colin, for next season. That could only benefit everyone involved around him. So, Jake Lesnar really threads the needle through those two defenders to get to Thomas there.
Heavy set again. We going to see a run here?
I think it's probably a good bet. End the quarter, get some points get some yards here. Yeah, got about 4 on that run. So they may be able to get another playoff here before the end of the quarter, but I think they'll probably just take it into the second.
Yeah, that was great second effort by Omar there, breaking that first tackle to get some positive yardage on the play.
I'll tell you what, the Voodoo have consistently been able to move this ball in the field now for the past couple of possessions.
In ways they usually don't.
No, and that's the thing. They're surprising Chicago's defense. it is like going. It's like opposite day. They're going opposite of what their normal play calling would be. So
This
props
is
to
opposite
the
day
coaching.
game.
Yeah, props to the coaching here on the offensive side of the ball right now. So see what they can do here in the second quarter. That was a wonderful play action pass.
Oh yeah.
Amazing gain for number 80, Drake Bell. We've called his name earlier.
Absolutely.
And he is the unsung hero here at wide receiver 3.
I mean, he was so wide open. I've not seen a guy that wide open since the high school dance.
Was that guy you, Colin?
It was me.
I know. Me too.
All by myself.
That's why we are great commentators, because we are sad and lonely and women don't like us. Anyway, back to the game. Enough crying into our
Another
handkerchiefs.
beer.
That's right. Absolutely right, Colin. Let's go for another one. And we have New Orleans empty back set. Looking to pass, and it is
Keeping the feet in.
Another 4-yard short gain on the end line here, or the sideline here. I think
That was
found their
MJ
rhythm.
Thomas. Yeah,
They
making
have
sure he
found
secured
their
it.
rhythm.
Second and 5.
Jake Lesnar with a methodical drive again. Let's see if they can get 7 points on the board this time. Got another run here, and that's in for the touchdown. New Orleans Voodoo.
Amazing.
Omar Diamond.
Shining bright, baby.
Omar Diamond the third. Let's get it all in there. Amazing.
I don't know why that tight end just showed up on that replay. Maybe he had a good
He
block.
did a good job.
Thank you, Joey Phillips, for that block.
Good
That
job.
is Omar
Oh.
Diamond with all the credit.
Amazing. All right, so New Orleans takes their the second lead of the night, excuse me. And we have Lyle Martin lining up for the extra point.
I have a feeling this game's gonna
Kick is up.
shift leads back and forth.
And it is good. New Orleans on the board 10-7. Let's see what Chicago can do here with their third possession of the game, Colin.
Are set for the kickoff. Foster back for the return.
New Orleans ready to kick off, and the ball is up. Chicago ready to receive, get the ball around the 5-yard line. They're going to return, and we have the ball around the 26. First and 10 for Chicago. Let's see
Okay, here we are.
what Julio Reyes can do now.
First and 10. From the Ghosts, 27-yard.
Heavy set.
Just a little bit different for Chicago. We've seen this out of New Orleans a few times, and they're going to the pass game. Quick out route. Good gain. Looking about 2nd and 2, 8-yard gain on that pass from Reyes to, who is that? Number 77, Claude Owens. Very, very manageable here, Colin. Chicago, let's hope that they can get their offensive game going here.
Yeah, the Ghosts have the ability to pick whatever they want to do here with 2nd and 2.
Easily. And it's a toss. Oh, for a loss of 3. Actually, recorded as a loss of 1. Interesting.
Those
Third.
toss plays can be tricky.
Third and very manageable here. 3rd and 3. Let's see Chicago if they can convert here on 3rd down. There's pass
Got a play
play.
action. That,
Almost intercepted by New Orleans. Oh my!
that could have been ugly.
That would have been a pick 6. There was no one there to stop that if he had that ball in his
Yeah,
hand.
nobody
He
was
was
there but
Gone. Bob
Bob
Dover.
Dover.
just could not hang on. Still a great stop to keep them from converting on 3rd and 3. It looks like we're going to have a punt here from Chicago. And New Orleans is going to get the ball back, see what they can do to keep things moving here in the first half.
Ghosts are back to punt. Vance is deep to receive.
Yeah, they're going to need a good punt here.
Let's see here what we can do. Antonio Howard punts the ball away. Pretty good punt here. Taken at the 32, down at 35. 1st and 10, New Orleans.
Let's see if New Orleans can repeat what they did last drive.
You know, it would make a total difference in this game if they could get another at least 3 on the board here. You know, that's really going to force the Ghosts here to try to get a touchdown.
Whew. That was a close one, almost picked off by Houlihan.
New Orleans got lucky there.
That was just good read coverage by the Ghosts. They saw that coming. They were covering that flat. They had good enough coverage downfield that the quarterback had to look towards that flat, but then they were there to capitalize. Almost had an interception there. We've got the Voodoo coming out in a trips left. Caught, and he got both feet in bounds. 4-yard gain. Good job by number 80. Looking at a 3rd and 6 here. We've got some trips left. Shotgun formation.
Still pretty manageable here for a team that tends to pass a lot. Oh, did he stay? He did stay in. The referee said he's in 1st and 10 New Orleans. I don't know about that call. It looked like his feet
I
were in
don't
the
know
right
either.
there.
I'd have my hand on the red flag there.
I like his feet were really in the paint at that point, but the line judge called it in. 1st and 10 New Orleans. We'll see if Chicago tries to challenge this before the snap. I'm not seeing it. So, and New Orleans gets away with one there, I think. I don't know.
Great
Oh,
block.
my goodness. That's another
Fantastic block.
1st down for New Orleans. And they are methodically moving the ball down the field.
I didn't catch the number on that player
Omar
who
Diamond,
made that. No, the one who
39.
made the block. Look at this fantastic block.
Number 60.
60?
That's
He
Scott
deserves the
Smith.
name. Yeah,
That's
Scott
Scott
Smith. Great
His-
job.
He deserves a name. His mama gave him a name. Call it Scott Smith.
Thank you, Mama.
Big guy. Just about 300 pounds. No wonder he could throw that block. All right. Still positive yardage here. 2nd and 9.
Number 64. No gain on the play. Second and 9 from the Ghosts, 40-yard.
With that visor that Jake has, makes you wonder how he gets some visibility downfield.
I don't know, especially because it's dark out. It's nighttime. Stadium lights can only do so much, but hey, props to him for being able to make it work.
Voodoo
Yeah.
running again.
That's a good for another 2 yards, 3rd and 7. Somewhat manageable here. We'll see what they can do to convert. Voodoo, you know, the offense has been methodical. They are a fairly pass-heavy team. Normally, this game, they've really been switching it up on Chicago, but we'll see what they can do here. 3rd and 7. Lesnar looks to pass. That's going to be another 1st down to Kevin Vance. No surprise there. Barely gets enough yards for that 1st down, but it is good enough. Let's see what New Orleans can do to keep the ball moving here.
1st and 10.
They really have Chicago on their heels. All right, we have a bunch set down here to the right. And they go, or excuse me, to the left. They go to their right. And that is number 80, Drake Bell, with the reception for 6.
Drake Bell really showing up considering he's third string wide receiver on this team.
That's the thing, Colin. I think they're just trying to cover, Vance, Thomas. And by the time they go through their reads, Bell is just open. And that's what seems to be the thing here. Oh, my goodness. That could have been intercepted. Luckily, it wasn't. It was just batted down by Zion Gilbert.
Yeah, we're getting some dangerous throws here. That's not the first time we've seen him throw one that was almost picked off.
Well, and Zion Gilbert just seems to be where the ball is. Anytime we see something batted down, it's going to be him. There is a reason that he is a standout player for Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know how he's looking at those eyes through that dark visor, but somehow he knows.
X-ray vision, Colin. Maybe he needs to keep that on so it's not too
Is that
bright.
an animation?
Oh, my goodness. That is a wonderful run for a gain of 16 or so? 15? Good night. Omar Diamond II. And we are in the red zone here, Colin, for New Orleans.
Here we go. Are they going to get some more points? We thinking 3 or 7?
Well, I think 3 is almost a guarantee at this point. They have plenty of time in the second quarter. I think they have a good chance of getting in here for 7.
Yeah, I agree. They've really shown some positive notes here on this drive. They're really hard to stop. They're running whatever they want.
Here we go. And oh my goodness, that's almost another first down here for Kevin Vance.
Yeah, Kevin Vance left wide open on the out, had enough room to run upfield. And he's a hard guy to bring down. 9 yards on that play.
Let's hope Chicago here can make some adjustments at halftime and really start to, cut some of these receivers off. Vance and Drake Bell in particular. We've seen Thomas have a couple of receptions, but these other two, they are really causing fits for Chicago.
I don't know what happened there.
Omar Diamond.
Don't you know you got to run upfield?
He had some room, too. It's not like he had a lot of pressure on him. He had no choice to go out. He could have turned that ball up the field. I don't think it was even overthrown. I think it was just kind of a lapse in judgment.
Yeah, I agree. That looked like he had enough time to catch that ball and turn it upfield.
Far be it for me to be too upset with New Orleans the way they're moving this ball. 3rd and 4 is still pretty manageable. And we have a touchdown with a flag on the field. We'll see what that's.
Hold your horses, folks. Let's wait and see.
Hold your horses, boy.
Yeehaw.
Number 21, defense.
On
Clipping.
the offense. It looks like that ball's defensive penalty. They point the wrong way. I'll tell you what.
He makes the same
Obviously,
motion for everything. He made
he
that
does.
motion for clipping. I'm confused.
This guy.
Who's that ref? He's just throwing his hands around.
I know. So it looks like that is going to make it 1st and goal?
No.
Okay.
Touchdown Voodoo.
Okay. They declined that penalty. I couldn't tell. So it looks like we are going here for the extra point. And let's see. Up. And good. 17-7, New Orleans.
Up by 10. Another drive left for the Ghosts. Can they narrow that lead?
Still about half the second quarter to go here. Let's see if Chicago can make this a close game. Put 7 more on the board. And New Orleans. The kick is off to Chicago. Let's see what Chicago do here on the return. We've had some great returns so far, Colin.
Yes, we have. Everybody's gone past the 20.
Oh,
Definitely.
Okay. Looking at the 26, 27-yard line here, the return from Chicago. And that was Drayshawn Foster, number 0.
And Julio's ready to come out and lead this team. I was talking to him a little bit on the sidelines. He said that they know what they're going to do this drive. They have a game plan. He wouldn't reveal it to me, but I have an idea. It's going to go to Claude this time.
All right, we'll see if you're right here, Colin. Oh, and that's knocked down. Is that number 54 from the Voodoo? And that is Alonzo Armstrong. outside linebacker.
And that was intended for Foster.
The giant hands knocking that ball down. Let's see what you do here on 2nd and 10. Still quite a lot of time left on the clock in this half. Chicago needs to calm down.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can see on the sidelines there. We've got the owner of the Voodoo real upset about this drive so far.
Really?
I don't know if you can see in the chat, but he's really wanting them to run the ball. They just did right there, got 8 yards. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Well, you know what? Everyone's game plan doesn't always come to fruition, that's for sure. We'll see how things go here. Chicago just needs to try to get the ball on the ground. There we go. And we got a first down, Chicago. Almost,
there it was.
Almost at center field. We are slowly.
Douglas Mendez, fullback.
All right. It's the first time we're calling Douglas's name tonight. Great run here for about 4 or 5 yards. Let's see what Reyes calls up here. We're at the 42-yard line, just about crossing into Voodoo territory, Colin. That's another handoff.
Running the ball, but that wasn't very beneficial, was it?
See, you're starting to get to the lower end here of the second quarter, and the clock is going to keep running. I know Chicago is definitely relying on the run, and maybe now is the time for them to really dig in and do that. But the clock is going to be the enemy right now going into the halftime.
Absolutely. You got to pay attention to that at all times.
Another run for no gain.
The Voodoo saw it coming. Maybe that's the owner who was yelling for them to run it over and over. Maybe the Voodoo caught on, and so it's a little too late for the Ghosts.
You know, it's going to be a really hostile game today, judging by the chat.
Absolutely.
Chicago back to pass, and we have a completion for a first down into Voodoo territory.
Oh, yeah.
That is number 81, Anthony Mosley.
Great catch by Anthony Mosley. Good concentration.
That's the first time we're calling
hit across the middle.
Great look. Barely gets it past the defensive end there. Good night. Well done, Julio Reyes, to fit that ball in.
Yeah, and that's why they use him as receiver. That was a clutch third down play.
Now we have some room on the ground here to move. 2 yards here on the run. 2nd and 8. Gotta be mindful of that clock. We're getting close to that 2-minute warning. Let's see if Chicago
that's true.
Moving the ball down the field here.
Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. That can make that clock stretch a long way.
I'll tell you what, this game is going to be a lot more intense if we can get, 17-14 going into the half. We'll see if Chicago can do it. Back to pass, sack.
Oh, Wilbur Green.
That is going to be a significant loss.
Wilbur Green's a big boy from Texas. Roping, saddling Cowboys in San Antonio.
He definitely succeeded on that play. 2-minute warning. We are going to be back here in just a second. 3rd and 11 for Chicago. Let's see what they can do here going into the end of the half. All right, Reyes.
Yeah, if I'm Julio at this point, I'm keeping my eyes out on that number 78. That was a big hit last play.
Yeah, he can't afford to do that again, or we are going to have a punt.
That's going to be hard to shake off.
All right. Oh, and that is incomplete. Looks like Chicago here is going to need to punt the ball back to New Orleans with just under 2 minutes left on the clock. And the way New Orleans is moving the ball, Colin, they might be able to at least get 3 on the board before the half.
They definitely have the time to do it with 3 timeouts left. There's no reason they can't march their way down the field. Let's see if the Ghosts can pin them deep.
Great punt. Fair catch call for at the 10-yard line. Let's see what New Orleans can do here. with 90 yards to go and minute 51 left on the clock.
Yeah, I'd say their plan of action right now is to get in field goal position. You know, the rest is gravy from there, but if they can tack on another 3 points before the half, that's a win for them.
That's a solid 2-possession lead at that point. Let's see what New Orleans does here. Lesnar pass. Almost
wow!
off the hands of, I believe that was Kevin Vance. Oh, MJ Thomas. Sorry.
MJ Thomas. If
Such
Jake maybe just had a little more vision, if he took that visor off, he might have been able to see him a little better.
I have to disagree there, Colin. I think maybe MJ Thomas was eating some popcorn over there on the sideline, and his hands are just a little slippery from the butter.
Maybe so. I did see him eating that popcorn. Maybe left over from Christmas. You know those Christmas popcorn tins you get?
I have no idea what you're talking
Everybody
about,
buys them, but nobody eats them.
Usually people make cookies at Christmas, but I'll take your word for it.
Must be a West Virginia thing.
Oh, my gosh. And Lesnar gets sacked down at the 6-yard line. That sets up a 3rd and 14 with a minute and 35 and counting on the clock.
Yeah, that was a big hit. I didn't catch who was responsible for that.
Yeah,
that was a clutch
it was
play.
such a bang play. I missed it too. I'll tell you. It's Lesnar back. Let's see if he can make up for that. And that's fine.
I don't even think he turned around to look.
Oh my God, Drake Bell.
Wow, he just put his hands up like he was holding a baby, and it fell right in. Laser
Amazing
bullet.
pass by Lesnar. Even more impressive catch by number 80, Drake Bell, for the major gain here. We are now at 1st and 10. Let's see if the Voodoo can keep the ball moving as the clock does.
Another deep pass. Thrown
into double,
coverage.
almost triple coverage. It stopped the clock at 42, 2nd and 10. They need a decent amount of yardage here to get into field goal range. At least another 20, 25 yards. Let's see if they could do it here on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looks like Jake Lesnar was targeting MJ Thomas again, give him a second chance, but that one felt a little forced.
Yeah, that's they need to start running some out routes, bide their time here.
That was a quick release.
Over the middle. Wow, that is another catch. That's Drake Bell again, Colin.
Yeah, standing right up, calling the timeout. He's paying attention to that clock.
That is a veteran move.
Absolutely.
Veteran move for their wide receiver too. He is leading this team right now in receptions. There's no question about that.
Yeah,
we are getting close to
showing up tonight.
We are getting close to field goal range here. If they can get another pass like that, they'll definitely be able to kick the ball through for 3. That's just amazing.
That
Good
was a quick,
concentration.
yeah, that was a quick route. I think Jake only took 2 steps back before he threw that ball.
Great concentration by Lesnar to be able to make that pass. Oh, and we have. Oh, you want to get out of bounds there.
I think he got out of bounds.
It looked like he was struggling to stay in, which is why I was so confused. But yeah, it does look like Omar Diamond. He managed to get himself out of bounds just enough to stop the clock. So we are looking at 2nd and very manageable.
2nd and 4. Ball at the 50-yard line.
Lesnar back once again. Pass is caught for a loss of 2.
I'm not sure what the no huddle is about here. You got 2 timeouts left. There's really no reason to rush it.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say is they're at least trying to save a timeout for the kick, but it does not look like they're going to get there. 4th and 5, and they are not within distance of the field goal. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away or let the clock run. It looks like they'll be able to run the clock out to get to halftime here.
Not quite sure what the idea was there. Not how I would have done it, but again, I'm not in the championship, Ryan.
It just looks like things did not go to plan here for New Orleans, but nevertheless, they are on top 17-7 as we go into halftime.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game at this point. I mean, we always say there's a lot of game left. You can look at here at the passing yards and rushing yards comparison. Voodoo really taken over here.
Yeah, rushing. Yeah, so far we have Omar Diamond, 58 yards.
Time of
And
possession
touchdown.
almost doubled for the Voodoo.
It-
Doing
Yeah,
a
it-
where
good
is
job
Amar
holding
Diamond
the
last
ball.
season? I had Amar Diamond last season, do anything. But anyway, I did
I'm not
see
sure
full
who's in
map
here, Ryan.
calculations right. It's
Oh, no,
me. Why wouldn't I be
We
in
might need security to get this.
Security.
here?
We
No.
might.
I did math. Okay. Currently, New Orleans has 3 championship appearances, right? Chicago has 2. If Chicago somehow wins, then they'll have the most appearances in a row with 3. But if New
That's
Orleans
good
wins,
insight.
they would get their 4th,
This
meaning
guy's
they
doing
would
his job,
only have
doing our
missed
job
1
for us.
championship.
All
Yes,
right,
I'm
I'm
well,
just going to sit here and drink my beer.
that is Fun Fact Jake, ladies and gentlemen, and he has done his homework and he knows his history of the WFA. So thank you, Jake, for those.
Yes, sir.
And he's
Those
also found his way to break into the broadcasting booth.
Hey, just because he's good at statistics doesn't mean he's not good at jimmying locks, Colin.
Who's Jimmy?
All right, to be fair,
His name's Jake.
I'm like the closest thing to a commissioner that's not actually a commissioner, so we can forget about that, right?
Whoa, that's a really, really bold statement there, man. I don't know if we
You
can
guys
condone that
had,
here.
you guys had.
Jake, get out of the chat.
Oh.
Get out of the booth, Jake.
Get back to the sideline. You have a game.
Thanks, Jake. Back to the
Thank you, Jake.
sidelines, and we will talk to you
All right.
probably on Tuesday during our podcast.
Probably never. All right, Ryan. So
Oh.
if you are the ghost at this point, what are you thinking you got to do?
Get Jake out of the booth, I guess. That's really what we're talking about here. You know, get him out of there. He's really just jumping in the middle of things. But if I'm the ghosts after Jake left, you know, I think they just really, really need to get their game back working for them, and that means running the ball.
I agree.
They came out trying to surprise the Voodoo, as did the Voodoo to Chicago. You know, trying to do the opposite of what they're known for, throw the defense off kilter. But at this point, I think they just need to go with their reliable players, and for them, that means that they're going to need to go to Claude Owens.
I agree. You know, at the beginning, reverse psychology is a good plan, but when we got double reverse psychology, you might as well go with what you know.
Yeah, I agree. You know, we haven't called number 77 quite a lot tonight, and I think we're going to see that change as we get in the second half here. But they still stick with the pass, and that is to Anthony Mosley, number 81, for a good 8-yard reception.
Yeah, that was a great play. Great route run, great catch, good look.
What
Nothing
the
to
heck do
complain
we
about.
know, Colin? You know it.
I mean, absolutely nothing.
They are truly proving us wrong tonight. Julio Reyes with an awesome pass for 8.
I mean, I would say even after those 8 yards, the ghost coach is still on the sidelines, really mad about that pass. He's
Yeah, I
been
think-
telling them to run. I don't know if quarterback
There we
Julio
go.
just isn't getting the interpretation
There
or
is a
what.
run.
Okay.
And all I could say to the Ghosts coach is deep breaths. We don't want anyone to have a stroke or an aneurysm tonight.
Wasu.
Yeah, it's deep breath. Just, you know, we'll give you a phone number of someone you can talk to about the frustration and anger you're feeling.
Always happy to help.
That's all we can do, you know. We don't want the blood on our hands, Colin, that's for sure. That is another awesome run by
Fantastic
number 77, Claude Owens, with the first down. And I see what the Ghosts owner is saying. Run the ball.
Run the D-word ball.
Dang. Yeah, we don't want to say that on this channel. That's right. Apparently he's not happy yet, but hopefully there's maybe sort of a smile coming across his face.
Yeah, he's got to be happy about that. I mean, you can't complain with a 10-yard run out of a heavy set formation. You don't see that often.
Here, guys. There's another run to Claude Owens for another 9 yards.
Yeah, I mean, Claude is not showing any signs of fatigue. He's coming out this second half ready to go.
He's also twice as big as most people on that field, Colin. He
He
is
is.
a giant, especially for the halfback position. Good night. 2nd and 1.
Shaping up to be a good drive.
And they
Spoke too
hand
soon.
the ball off to number 48, Douglas Mendez, fullback.
You hate seeing those toss plays. They never do really end up ever in a good way.
New Orleans' defense, Bob Dover in particular, read that the entire way, stopped it for a loss. 3rd and 5. Julio Reyes under center. Back to pass. Pressure. Oh, and there is a sack at the.
That was Mordecai Fist once
Whoa.
again. You can tell he had Julio
my
shaken
God.
because Julio was actually spinning right before the sack, spun right into him.
That man has no neck, so he can hit really hard.
Mordecai, the Amish wonder.
He gave him the fist, Colin.
Yes, he did.
That's not good no matter how you spin it.
No, I've never had a good fisting.
This is a family show. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yes, looks like the chat's saying that you've been fisted.
Oh my, we are gonna get a
That is fantastic.
parental advisory on our podcast from now on, Con. I'll tell you what. New Orleans has the ball at the 20 after that touchback. Let's see what they can do here. Lateral play, good for 6 yards. That is number 39, Omar Diamond III. Not surprising, Colin. We've been calling his name all night.
Yes, we have. Not really the go-to guy for the Voodoo usually, but tonight he's a main player.
Absolutely. And that is caught for a first down. Amazing catch. Once again, Kevin Vance, another name we've been calling tonight. Amazing. Great catch, great concentration to get his toes in before he fell out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what we're used to seeing the Voodoo do. Voodoo do?
That was right, Colin. Great enunciation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 1st and 10 at the 31. Another good pass by Lesnar, and that is going to be down just shy of the first down here by MJ Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, they're really spreading the love. It's going to be hard for the Ghosts to pick just 1 or 2 receivers. They've shown that they have 3 receivers who are willing to step up and make plays tonight.
Absolutely. It is going to be hard to double cover 3 receivers. It's almost impossible. So they're going to have a guy who's going to make a play. That's what they're showing right now. We got an empty backfield here. Go with the pass again.
That was a rocket.
Oh, my goodness. 86. MJ Thomas going right back to him again. That was an amazing play to set up another first down.
Yes, it was. I mean, you see Jake throwing this off his back foot, scrambling, and he put some heat on that ball.
Just over the defender's hands. I'll tell you, that ball could not have been thrown any better in order for that reception to be made. Any lower, that ball could have been tipped, picked off, who the heck knows, but amazing. Concentration by Lesnar, concentration by Thomas. We are in Chicago territory. See what they can do.
Dump
and that,
pass.
again, is going to be
yards.
out to
Diamond for
Diamond.
5 yards, yeah.
Those little lateral, plays are really, really working for them. It's only a matter of time, though, I think, before Chicago starts to pick up on that and really start to put some pressure on those sides of the field. So we'll see. We'll see what they can do. New Orleans continuing to be consistent and moving the ball down the field. And once again, they're going back to that same play. Diamond
stepped out,
and that's going to be a loss. That's a loss of a yard there, Colin. Setting up 3rd and 6, still manageable, but I just don't know.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to see, Ryan. I mean, that is
overthrown. I guess it's probably just a little overthrown, but that's all right. At least it wasn't 3rd down that happened, and they still have this down to play. So see
I
what they
mean,
can
that's
do
not the
here.
first time we've seen Diamond step out of bounds on a play like that.
No, it's not. It's just we'll see what Lesnar can do here. Empty backfield.
Deep drop, deep pass.
Intercepted! Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to
I
see
can't
who
see who that
is.
number is.
Number
38.
38. So that's going to be a Mike Hunt. Don't like that name, Colin, but great interception. And I'm sure that the New Orleans bench is saying something similar to that guy's name.
Oh,
Oh my.
I can't believe that name got through.
I don't know. I just think
Somebody call Noah.
so yeah, when the cat's away, the mice will play, Colin. Oh
What's going
my goodness.
What is happening?
All I can say is that MJ Thomas must have been sharing that popcorn on the sideline, Colin.
I can't handle it.
Also could not get that ball secured, and that was prime interception territory. Chicago got very lucky there. But I will go back to say, that is a great, great interception in a very, very stressful situation at the end of the field.
Absolutely.
And now let's see if they can move the ball to the field. But they're already set up at 3rd and 11, and this is not looking good for the Chicago Ghosts. Just about halfway through the 3rd quarter here, Colin. We'll see what they can
Chicago,
do.
yeah, they're having a hard time moving the ball this drive.
And they're not that far away. They've been able to, the defense has been able to keep them competitive. Oh my
Hitting
goodness.
them hard.
I'm pretty sure he lost an organ there, Colin.
He might have. I hope he can
Kidney
get
cure.
one from
From
his fullback Douglas Mendez.
Yeah, he looks like it knocked a kidney out of him there. That was a hit.
Wowza.
Good night. I really don't like the chat here. Chicago Ghost owners accusing us of ruining things. I don't know exactly what
I'm feeling targeted.
Yeah, I'm feeling targeted too. We might have to have somebody escort the Ghost owner out of here, just like Jake.
No, I mean, I didn't want to say Mike Hunt on live TV, but again, here I am. Here I am saying it.
Stop the steal. Oh my goodness, Chicago. I didn't think we were going to get into some fake news here, but it looks like that's where we're at. And it looks like New Orleans might have won the game before the game is even over with stuff like that. I don't know if we can deal with that here in the WFA, but
this is getting too political. Back to football. Wide open. Fantastic pitch and catch.
If you count the legal points, Chicago's winning 7-0. Oh my gosh, but that is a great, great catch by Kevin Vance once again for New Orleans.
I mean, that's what you want a gold wide receiver to do. Get up and catch that ball. That's a gain of 20.
Absolutely.
20 plus.
No fake news there, Colin. That's for sure. And we have Lesnar back again to pass. And that is another 5 yards for MJ Thomas.
Yeah, and that'll do. It seems like he lost his footing a little bit, maybe reaching for that ball, wasn't put exactly where it needed to be.
Yeah,
maybe could have gotten a couple yards, but yeah, he caught the ball. That's the important thing.
I just think, it's going to be interesting to see who of these wide receivers for the Voodoo actually has the most yards after the game, whether they win or lose. You have Vance, Thomas, Bell, all getting their fair share of the passes here.
He had enough time to write a book in that pocket, Ryan.
Goodness. And that was Hall. We haven't even talked about him yet. Paul Hall, tight end number 84 for New Orleans. That is, they are really spreading the love here tonight. That's for sure. But you're right. That offensive line for New Orleans is really giving Lesnar some time in the pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's share a little bit of love to the New Orleans line. We've got Woodrow Newton, Gary Jones, Cake Hammer, Scott Smith.
Cake Hammer intercepted again at the 10-yard line by Chicago. And that is number 42.
Number 42. Who do we got there?
I don't even know.
The Hurricane Thomas. I'm not sure who that is, Ryan. I can't find him.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Number 42 does not exist. It might be Parker Thomas, but he is a cornerback with no number on this roster, Colin.
Seems like collusion.
I think it's collusion. I don't know. Someone snuck someone in there. Anyway, Chicago at the.
And Nick named him the Hurricane.
That's right. Chicago at the 21. And they're going to run the ball here. That is Claude Owens. No surprise there. Averaging 4.8 yards. It's amazing. Diamond Owens. Exactly
the same.
stats.
Yeah, I mean, this just goes to show you how far from their normal they're playing this game.
Yeah, that's for sure. You have a passing team versus a running team. This is we're really, really putting stuff on their head here. Let's see what Chicago can do. And once again,
where is he going?
Oh,
he saw Mordecai Fist and
is
turned around. He got nervous.
Douglas Mendez with the circular run.
Douglas Mendez was probably a little bit nervous about losing a kidney and wanted to keep his, so he turned around.
Don't call him Menendez, Colin. As far as we know, he didn't kill his parents.
Yeah.
It's not too soon. That happened in the early 90s. But let's see here with the empty backside what Reyes can do. That is a great
What is going on?
Well, Colin, it's like they're treating it like dodgeball. They don't want to be touched.
Wow.
That is Anthony Mosley with the backward shuffle for 4th and 9. It looks like Chicago's going to be punting back to New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, this is unfortunate.
We are really, we're starting to get late in the game here. We still have about 2:15 left in the third, but time is of the essence for Chicago, and they can't be affording to keep moving backwards like that.
No, that doesn't make much sense to me.
No, it's not the way you play the game, I don't think.
Unless we're playing it wrong.
But maybe I was misled. I do like
Voodoo can get some
in the
points.
chat here from the owner of Chicago Goats, Logan. What the hell is going on out here? Vince Lombardi.
And Logan.
Well, Logan quoting Vince Lombardi. But
Yes.
I have to agree. What the hell
That's
is going
deep.
on here?
Yeah, I don't know. We've got no points scored in this third quarter.
We got no points scored since the first quarter, Colin.
That's not true, is it?
By Chicago, it definitely is.
Okay. I was thinking total teams.
No, I'm just talking about Chicago. I was just going off what Logan said there. It's they need to get something going here if they hope to at least get close to where New Orleans is at here with 17 points on the board. Minute 35 left in the third quarter, and New Orleans has the ball right around the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and this is a strong stop so far by the Ghosts. This is what they needed.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Ghosts defense has really come to play today. It's just the offense needs to find their rhythm and start working the ball to the field. 2 interceptions in the red zone for Chicago in the past 2 possessions of New Orleans. That's great. We can't cut them down for that. We just, we need to see more out of the offense to get some points on the board. And that's a sack again. Chicago showing up.
Who do we have on that sack there? Number 92, Thomas Boyd,
All right.
defensive end.
All I saw was number 77. That's that's gonna be Claude Owens. So we'll see.
Voodoo going to kick this one deep, see if they can pin the Ghosts in their territory. Looks like they're taking over just like they would on a touchback, 20-yard line.
20-yard line. Not bad positioning for Chicago. I think the 20-yard line, that's decent.
Looks like we got two number 77s on the Ghosts. We have
You're right.
Claude on the offense and Scott Stover on the defense.
Huh.
Rumor
Well-
has it Scott Stover is going to be a free agent next season. Real hot commodity. Keep your eyes peeled for that gentleman.
All right. That's good to know, Colin. Thank you for the update. Chicago on the ground, and that is going to be number 77, Claude Owens, with the 4-yard run.
Now that number 78, he's been eating his jambalaya.
Oh, absolutely. He's a big boy. Goodness gracious.
Malachi Fist is not a man I would like to be in a fight with.
And that is the end of the third quarter. We are going into the final quarter of this game. New Orleans Voodoo 17, Chicago Ghosts 7. Chicago with possession of the ball going into this beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, an uneventful third quarter. Let's see if the fourth can be different.
Yeah, I think New Orleans given up quite a lot if it weren't for those interceptions towards the red zone there, Colin.
Starting out with a run, moving forward. It's good to see them running forward instead of backwards.
And it sets up 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and 2. Let's see if they decide to keep the ball on the ground more, which is what they're, more set up to do on offense. Let's see if they really start to call Claude Owens' number and keep the ball on the ground to just kind of ground and pound into the end zone. And already they proved me wrong with the pass.
Very good. I mean, overall, Julio's the quarterback here. Yeah, Julio's overall rating isn't bad at a 93 QBR.
That's Alejandro Boone, tight end for the Chicago Ghosts.
Alejandro
With the
Boone.
catch.
Sounds like he's out of Mason County, West Virginia.
Maybe Boone County, West Virginia, Colin.
Maybe so.
Ah. All right, Reyes set again, and that's a handoff to who other than
Jumped over
Claude
Mordecai Fist.
Owens. Goodness gracious, that's a good run for 6 yards. 2nd and 4, Chicago.
It's good to see Chicago getting their feet underneath them on this drive.
And that's what I think, it's all about getting the ball on the ground. That is where they excel. Whether it's Owens or Macaulay Shills, they need to start running the ball. And there we go again with Claude Owens for the first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we expected to see from the Ghosts from the beginning. It's good to finally see them living up to expectations in this fourth quarter. They need to get some points on the board.
Absolutely. If they can get this to a 3-point game after this drive, it will be a exciting finish going into the end of the fourth quarter.
Got a heavyset formation. Most likely going to be a run here.
Let's hope so. They've been really getting some progress here on the ground. But not this time. Stopped for a loss of 1. Owens, so far, 62 yards of 14 carries. Not what they were expecting this evening, but they also have not really featured him as much as we would have thought too, Colin. You know it.
Yeah, I mean, defensive end Mike Ripley really plugged that hole and stopped that run before it began.
Amazing. Great.
There we
call
have
from
it again.
So that's going to set up a 3rd and 9. Let's see what Reyes can do. I'm assuming he probably is going to go to the air, but not that they've had terrible luck in the passing game tonight.
I can't get over Mordecai Fist.
The name or the person?
I'm going to have nightmares about that man tonight.
Yeah, no one likes to have nightmares about a terrible fisting. And that is going to be dropped to set up 4th and 9.
And I hate to see that for the Ghosts. They came out real strong this quarter, and they really deserve some points this drive, but it doesn't look like it's going to end up that way.
It really doesn't. It's just going to be another punt. Let's just hope they can pin them deep and maybe get the ball back here with very minimal loss on the clock. All right, and Howard's punt is up, and it looks like they're going to get the ball right around the 16-yard line. So let's see what New Orleans can do here. The last couple of possessions have ended up in interceptions or at the very least punts. And let's see if they can put some points on the board, maybe start to close out this game.
Yeah, there really hasn't been much action lately.
There hasn't. It's just been a pretty good defensive battle. A lot of back and forth, interceptions, punts. You know, props to the defense for really showing up on both teams here. But let's see if someone else can get some points on the board or if we're going to end this game 17-7.
Yeah, I think you're right. Defenses have really shown true tonight. We don't give them enough credit for what they do. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this game we see a defensive MVP.
Well, you know what they say, Colin? Defenses win championships. And, you know, we've seen that countless times with the NFL. And you know, this is really showing true here with the Atlantic Conference Championship.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
That could have been a pick six. And that's number 21. Once again, Demetrius Houlihan.
Zion Gilbert.
Well, then there's two number 21s on defense for Chicago Ghosts, Colin.
Man, they're really trying to make this difficult on us.
I am confused.
At least it wasn't Mike Hunt.
Yeah, oh, you said it, though. They tricked you into saying it. New Orleans, 3rd and 9 here. Let's see what they can do on the pass play. Oh, my goodness. That was a close one. Great defense for Chicago to keep that ball from getting in the hands of number 80, Drake Bell. 4th and 9. And so they did what they needed to do, getting New Orleans to punt the ball back to them. Let's see what Chicago can do here. Drayshawn Foster back to
He
receive.
looks ready. Yeah, Foster looks ready to
definitely
return this.
Let's see what the run back is here. They should get some pretty good field position either way with the punt being so deep. Received at the 41. Good spin move. And he got it just about to the 49, 50-yard line. Just about center field. We'll see what they can do here. 1st and 10, Chicago. Needing to put some points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, Foster showed a lot of good effort there, breaking 2 tackles. Almost broke the 3rd.
Oh, my. Great run. Hard
What
run.
kind of defense are we looking at here, Ryan?
Well, it looks like they're all lined up for the buffet, Colin. I really don't know how else to call it. And that is a great run. And that buffet,
There you go.
He is
Does he have the
gone.
speed?
Absolutely, he does. Claude Owens. I don't know what that defense was, but I know what that run was, and that was a touchdown, Colin.
Yeah, way to make yourself known. Way to prove yourself as the main attraction on this offense.
And that
Good
is what Chicago
touchdown,
needed.
Claude.
13-17. Let's see if they can get that extra point to make it 14.
Yeah, I'm getting excited now.
Oh, me too. That is amazing. Amazing run. I was not expecting that from the New Orleans defense, honestly, to give that gap to
No. Whoever called that defensive play for New Orleans, they may need to throw that one out of the playbook.
I'm pretty sure they were just shot, Colin. And that is up and good. 14-17. New Orleans with the lead, but it has drastically shrunk.
Yeah, I think you were right. Everybody was sitting there waiting for the buffet and then came out and ran that ball right past them.
People were just fat and happy waiting on the buffet.
Mordecai Fist had a chicken leg hanging out of his mouth and just couldn't catch up.
Chicken or frog leg, Colin, it's hard to tell. And the ball is up back to New Orleans once again. See what they can do here on the return. Down at the 32.
Yeah, and that's a decent return by the Voodoo. Voodoo need to get some points on the board this second half. That would really help give them some cushion. I mean, right now they're looking at a field goal to tie the game. We'll see what the Voodoo come out with here. Looks like we've got a heavy set formation. But they're going to pass out of this formation, dump pass to the outside. A big fat gain of nothing. Again, that's Omar Diamond on the catch. I think this is really where we're going to see the Voodoo start to pass the ball a little bit more.
2nd and 9 from 34-yard line.
We're setting up at 2nd and 7. single back formation, ace formation. Dropping back into a pass. Went to release the ball, but got hit as he threw. Good pressure by Thomas.
You know, that was really close to not being a forward pass. I wonder if that wouldn't have been counted as a fumble. But it doesn't look like they're calling down the field. So 3rd and 10 here for New Orleans.
3rd and 9. Ball at the 34-yard line.
We got trips, and it doesn't look like we have another defensive back over there. Let's see if Voodoo can take advantage of this. Thrown to the left side.
Oh, and that was close. They're not going to say he got it. That's 4th and 1. Vance, Kevin Vance. Such great concentration.
What do you do in this situation, Ryan? Do you go for this less than 1 yard, or do you go ahead and punt with a 3-point lead?
The way that Chicago's defense has been playing, I would say they're going to need to punt here. I don't know. It's a toss-up between the sacks, between the interceptions. They're going to need to punt, and that looks like what they're going to be doing here. That is a great punt by Jeffrey Fletcher from New Orleans. And it looks like it's going to be returned to about the 25-yard line. Once again, Drayshawn Foster.
Yeah, let's see if the Ghosts can stick to their guns and run the ball a little bit. Run some clock out, get down there, and at least kick a field goal. We need 3 points this drive.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make it a lot more of a competitive game if we get tied 17-7 going to the end of the 4th quarter. Might see some overtime action here in the Atlantic Conference Championship. Back, evades 1 sack, and does not get away from that second opportunity.
No, we didn't. We got Norman Griffin on that
That's
play.
the first time we're calling his name tonight. Great concentration to get in there and take him to the ground.
Yeah, you haven't seen a lot of pressure from the linebackers lately. It must not have been doing a lot of blitzing.
No, but I think now is the time, if there is a time for it. You know, shut them down here as we get close to the end of the 4th. Keeping it on the ground. That is going to be Claude Owens. No surprise there. That's going to take him to a 3rd and 9. Let's see what they can do here to convert. Keep moving down the field to get some more points on the board to hopefully at least tie up New Orleans.
3rd and 9 from the Ghosts, 27-yard line.
Reyes back to pass. Over the middle. Not enough. That's going to take him to a 4th and 9. No gain on that play. And I'm going to say this much time left in the 4th quarter, they are looking to punt the ball.
The Ghosts have selected to punt. Vance is deep to receive.
All right, we have Antonio Howard for Chicago back to punt at his own 10-yard line.
Yeah, this is not what the Ghosts needed.
No, it is not. And the New Orleans Voodoo should be getting some pretty good field position here, Colin. Looks like they'll be at their own 41. Nothing to scoff at. As Kevin Vance brings in the kickoff there, the punt there.
Yeah, the Voodoo have an opportunity here to take advantage of that poor drive by the Chicago Ghosts, and they have a chance to get within 2 differentials here.
We'll see what they can do. Chicago's defense, luckily, has been showing up and keeping them at bay. It could have been a really high-scoring game otherwise. That's a great run, again, by Omar Diamond II for another 8 yards.
I've been super impressed by Omar Diamond.
For a team that is not necessarily known for their running, he has shown up to really prove the haters wrong, Colin.
Absolutely. I mean, he's going out with a bang here.
They're going on to the championship. You know, that's the thing. They're not going out anywhere. They are, the way they're playing right now, if they can get another score on the board, they are almost locking it in at this point with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on the board. That's a run by number 42. Tackle by 42, excuse me. No, run by 42. I'm confused, Colin.
From the Ghosts, 49-yard line.
I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm sorry.
There's a tackle by 42. I'm just so turned around. This game's been so back and forth, I forgot who had the ball. New Orleans 3rd and very manageable. It's a handoff again to Diamond,
Yeah.
and he looks like just a yard short. Great, strong run. Scott Stover with the stop, number 77.
Yeah, I mean, they had one good run at the beginning on first down. They've got two that haven't barely gone for anything. They might try to see if the Ghosts will jump off sides here.
They're staying on the field. We'll see if they actually snap the ball, if they're trying to draw them off here at 4th and 1. But it's going to be an interesting play call here. 7 seconds left of the play clock. And they are not going to snap that ball, call a timeout, and we are going to get the punt squad out on the field.
Yeah, and this isn't an awful opportunity for the Voodoo to try to pin him deep, get him within 10 yards of their end zone, and try to put some pressure on him.
Either way, well done to Chicago's defense for keeping the ball out of the end zone. They still have about 3 minutes or so on the clock. There's plenty of time for them to drive down the field and at least get another 3 on the board to tie it up.
Let's see.
And that is a great punt.
Yeah, and it might slow down just enough.
My goodness, that is the best punt you could have hoped for.
Absolutely.
Great job, Jeffrey Fletcher for New Orleans.
Jeffrey Fletcher earning his paycheck on that one.
Goodness gracious. And let's see what Chicago can do here on offense, pinned back at their own end zone.
1 yard line.
Now is the time to come out swinging, Colin. Not much time left in the clock. Pinned, you're back against the wall. You guys come out and really get some yardage.
Yeah, this is a tough position for the Ghosts because they're prone to running, but you really got
That'll
to
give them some breathing room. At the very least, that'll give them some breathing room. That's the number 81, Anthony Mosley, once again tonight. At least get them out of the end zone. I was stressed for him, Colin.
2nd and 1 from the Ghosts, 10-yard line.
All right, Reyes back to pass once again, trying to get some chunk yardage here. Incomplete. Stopped by number 28. Is that number 28? Mayor Joseph.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Barely got some fingertips on it here, just to kind of deflect it a little bit, it looks like. Just slightly. Great play here for New Orleans. 3rd and 1 for Chicago. Very, very manageable. They can do a lot here. Give it to Owens, running on the ground. That's probably their best option given the statistics of these players here, but we'll see what they do. And it's going to be a pass. And it's caught.
Fantastic catch.
Unbelievable catch. That's Anthony Mosley again. He is the go-to guy tonight for Reyes, I'll tell you. Goodness gracious. Oh, and he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage here. He's very lucky that wasn't for a loss.
Yeah, Julio was trying to get back to the scrimmage to not make that be a negative play.
I know. Oh, my gosh. Ultimately, it came up as a negative
Oh,
play here.
no.
Second.
They're in the no
second
huddle.
down.
You need to call a timeout. Get your stuff together.
3rd and 17. Oh, my.
Proving me wrong. Proving me wrong. I don't even know who caught that.
That was so quick. Oh, and they got it off before the 2-minute warning. Just throws it there. Oh, man. He got hit as he threw it. He is lucky that was not intercepted as we go into the 2-minute warning. Chicago Ghosts' luck is on their side right now on this drive. Let's see what they can do here.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a cluster.
That was scary there, that last play. All right, Reyes, let's see what we can do here on 2nd and 10. Oh my gosh, they read that run the entire way.
He was fisted right there.
That is for sure. That's two big guys clashing together. They are going to knock the world out of its axis. That's a timeout. 3rd and 11 for Chicago. This very well could be the last play of the game for Chicago if they do not.
Yeah, this might be the most important third down conversion.
Second last play. Let's say this is definitely 4th down territory.
Oh!
4th and 18.
Mordecai and Wilbur Green providing the pressure. I think Wilbur Green might be a little bit bigger than Mordecai. Those are two heavy boys.
Reyes up. Like you couldn't even
him
see
like he did his McDonald's breakfast.
My God. He reminds me of Casey Hampton from the Steelers. Same number, same build. Huge guy, can move like a freaking ballerina. Reyes here on 4th and 18.
I don't know if he's a ballerina, but he can hit.
Wow, that was not nearly enough.
No,
I
that's
don't know
not the
who's
play.
calling those plays, but they should be shot with that other guy. That was just not the right time. And now we have number 84 who is limping. That's Troy McGuire limping to the sideline there after that catch for a gain of 2 or 3 here. That's going to be a turnover on downs for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's not the play.
Going the other way to New Orleans, rather.
So this is all in the Ghost's hands right here.
And the Ghosts only have 1 timeout, so the Voodoo should be able to take this and just run the clock out.
We've got some kneeling on the field.
We do have some kneelings, and the Ghosts called their last timeout. And that really is going to do it for tonight's game. The Voodoo will take the W tonight, 17-14 against Chicago to go on to the championship and face the Green Bay Wolfpack.
That's right, which I think will be next week. And if I'm not mistaken, that game will be broadcasted by your Commissioner Gang.
That is going to be one for the books, I'll tell you. They are that's gonna be a great matchup.
Now, we will say, as this is kneeling here, we are still looking for questions to be sent to the WFAN podcast channel. If you have any questions you'd like to ask us, we're going to host a Q&A segment, so send questions our way.
Yeah, we'd like to have them obviously by Monday afternoon. We are going to try to record Monday night to make sure we get everything out by Tuesday for you guys to listen to. So feel free to send it to us. worldfanews@gmail.com and WFA News on Twitter. So feel free to send us your questions. We want to answer them, whether it's about football, us personally, anything in between. We are pretty much open books. So
Absolutely. And I don't know about you, Ryan, but I've enjoyed broadcasting these last 2 games.
Oh, this is awesome. This is definitely a little bit different than sitting recording and re-recording and so on and so forth. What we put out there, we are going to just have to deal with and live with. But we definitely enjoy it. We hope that we get to do this again next season. And we hope, definitely appreciative for the support of everyone who's listened to us, both on the podcast and in our live commentating.
Absolutely. And it looks like people are telling us to hold our horses here, Ryan. Looks like the Ghosts might get one more chance here. Not sure why the Voodoo would kneel in this situation. Looks like they didn't major in mathematics. They had some extra time left on the clock.
We'll see here, Colin. 19 seconds for Chicago to move down the field. We'll see if they can do it. Get a couple quick out routes for some distance. The way Chicago's moving the ball so sporadically, I just don't know if they have what it takes to get down there and put 3 on the board. That's a set for a safety.
That's the first safety I've seen on this game, Ryan.
My God.
Who got that safety? Number 72,
Charles
defensive end.
Brown.
Good job, Charles Brown.
Unbelievable. So it looks like we're going to have a 19-14 finish unless we see some sort of crazy run back here by the Voodoo.
I mean, I guess we've got a chance for an onside kick. That's not an onside kick. Was that a punt? I don't know how to play this game.
So after a safety, yeah, they do kick off to the opposing team. I don't know how you would necessarily do some sort of onside kick with that, but
I'm sorry. I promise I played football, but that's new to me.
just working on special teams, were you?
I was. I played everything, but guess we never gave up a safety. This will end it, though.
Take the last kneel down here to end the game. New Orleans Voodoo 19, Chicago Ghosts 14. Great job to both teams. Atlantic Conference Championship winners, New Orleans Voodoo.
Yeah, can we get Joel in here? Talk to him a bit.
Joel,
yeah,
congratulations.
absolutely. Well played.
Hell of a game. Shout out to the Ghosts. I thought this was going to be an easy one, but y'all came up in the second half. Shout out to Logan. Good team. And from the conversation I had, y'all going to be even better next season. So I look forward to playing you again.
Awesome. Great job tonight, Joel. Thank you so much for joining us at the end of the game here. Again, great job to Logan and the Chicago Ghosts. Well fought game, close game. Just wasn't the best night for Chicago, but could have gone either way.
Yeah, Joel, so I got a question for you. Who do you think's going to pull out the MVP here?
For this game, if I have to give it to anybody, I got to give it to Jake. Jake, he struggled all season long, but despite his 3 interceptions, he came to play in crunch moments. So I think I'll give the game ball to Jake Lesnar.
Okay. That's fair.
Very good.
That's definitely fair. To wait and see here in the next couple of seconds. Malachi Fist, 6
Absolutely. That guy was all over the place. I'd love to see the MVP go to Malachi Fist.
Malachi Fist, that'd be an interesting. If it doesn't go to Lesnar, let's hope it goes to Malachi Fist. That's some serious statistics there on his end on defense.
See who we got. Drake Bell. Well earned. Third string
wide
receiver.
receiver. Wow. Well, they caught us by surprise with that one.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that picture, he really let himself go.
Good night. He has kind of a Jason Witten vibe to him.
He's gained some weight.
Yeah, I mean, hey, but that's
Haven't we all?
hard to tackle, Colin, and COVID has caused us to gain weight, so I take offense.
All right, Ryan, well, let's wrap things up here.
Yeah, thank you all for watching tonight. We hope you enjoyed the Atlantic Conference Championship, and we hope you tune in next week for the league championship, but also for the Toilet Bowl that's going to be coming up in the near future. And I believe, Colin, we're still slated to be broadcasting that one. Is that right?
I think we are, and it's going to be a real crappy one.
Yeah, no one has flushed us from commentating. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you, Liam Hammer, for the shout out in the chat. We've done our best. Hopefully this was was better than the first time. We're going to keep improving, like we said with the podcast, and we hope you all have a great evening.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.